by nature they make their honey for themselves, not for us.
Hey guys, well, let's see here again from My-Island-Jamaica.com. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Behind me is an apiary. An apiary. Yes, I actually just disappeared and moved away from it a little bit so I can talk to you. So anyway, I'm on my special series on beekeeping in Jamaica. And today we're going to talk about how to care for bees, how to maintain the beehives or the bees box. And Marsha, expert beekeeper for over 10 years, is going to share her knowledge with us. First though, I want to acknowledge persons who have been watching my videos, liking, sharing and commenting on my videos. I say thank you. Really do appreciate it. And for those who are brand new, in fact, if you are brand new, I invite you to consider joining us by subscribing to my channel. Just hit the subscribe button and tap the bell notification. And that way you'll see updated on all these beautiful videos I have coming out of Jamaica land we love. Alright? So guys, we are at the apiary and this is Marsha. How you do? How you do? Hi to the world.
Hi,
she's getting
everyone.
geared up.
Yes.
Preparing for the bees bites.
Yeah.
Alright, and these are some of the boxes here. And this of course is the smoker. Smoker. And the purpose of the smoker, Marsha, is?
Alright, it's not a if nor but nor maybe you would need a smoker. Smoker is a must. Without a smoker you would just be looking at the boxes and can't go into the box because you need a smoker to go inside the bees hive.
Alright guys, and we're gonna go inside the bees hive because again we are looking at bees maintenance. We're going to look at how to take care of the bees, and Marsha is gonna share that with us. So first, Marsha, I want to just to give my viewers an idea of who you are and your time in the business. Let them know how qualified you are this week.
Okay, I'm Marsha. I've been in the business for actually around 10 years now. It's been a long journey. Actually, this is one of the apiaries that I have currently now. There are others, but they're further in Hanover. So with the bees, believe me, it's been a long journey, but I kept on and pushing and pursuing.
Yes.
So this is one of the apiary. So I'll give you a look around to see what's happening in the hives.
And you're right now you have products in many of the supermarkets in Jamaica here, right?
Yeah.
And certainly in the western region. I've seen them, and that is how I come to know of you. Excellent products. I actually have actually bought your product. So good work in that regard. But today guys, Marsha is gonna show us how to take care of bees.
Yes.
And Marsha, what's the first thing? So assuming now that you have your apiary here, assuming that you have your is what they call colonies?
Yes.
Alright. Yeah. And what's the first step in taking care of your bees?
Alright, it's first thing you do, your first step, you have your hives and you have to make sure that it's up to standard. That meaning you have a good to go queen, a queen that can multiply, do a lot of breeding. So because if the queen is old, because even by nature itself for we as females, the older you get, the less your reproductive organs work. So it's the same with the queen bee. The older she gets, but the thing about it, it's left up to the bees if they'll accept her the older she gets.
Alright, hold a point right there. So the understanding is that the queen bee is the one who produces, right? I don't know if she's the one who produces the honey, but she's the one who runs the operation in the hive, right?
Yeah, she's the one that by producing, she produces the worker bees, and those are the one that keeps the hive going.
So those will be like the children.
Yeah. Yeah.
So she have a lot of children, and the children do what?
They go out to work. You have your household, and each child you assign to a different chores. It's the same thing in the hive. Each bees that it is in there, they are assigned to a different work.
Okay.
So
all right. So you say, okay, so I'm gonna go back to where you were now. Is that in taking care of them, you want to make sure the queen bee is okay first?
Yeah, she has to be okay, because without her, you don't have a hive.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
So what's next?
All right. After the queen up to standard, and workers are doing what they're doing, like who is supposed to go for nectar, go for nectar. Who is supposed to go for pollen, go for pollen. Who is supposed to look after the younger eggs that she lays, are doing that. And looking after the eggs. Each stage is you have the nursery bees, they look after the younger eggs coming out to maturity. And from that, and you have the drones. It's a little contemplation. Persons are saying with the drones, they don't serve any purpose than just mating with the queen. Sometimes, depending when it's coming on to honey season, for me, and I see too much drone cells in there, I tend to cut them off. Some of the time they say you don't need to cut them off, let them stay.
Different type of bees have different roles.
Yes.
Where does that play out into production now, and in relation to how you take care of them?
All right, with everybody doing their chores, doing what they have to do, and then you, the beekeeper, at times you would assist the bees. They don't need help, but it's just to make sure they're not being disturbed. No water is going in on them, and no frogs and ants. These are the things, some of the elements where we affect the bees. Water going into their boxes. Frogs lurking around the hive, or red ants, or even at times black ants too, they do trouble them. So you have to make sure those aren't troubling any nuisance to the bees.
All right, so I learned quick, so I'm hearing that to maintain the bees, the essence of bee maintenance or care of bees is to ensure that there's no disturbance.
Yes.
That's the essence, right?
Yeah, man, they don't get any disturbance.
And disturbance mean it can be another animal or pest, or nature.
Nature itself.
Meaning as in rain.
Yeah, going in, yeah.
Yeah, anything, like that.
Because if the boxes are damaged, water is going to go in them, and they're not going to. You're in your house and water coming on you, you're not going to happy.
Yes.
Yeah.
So you want to just make sure now that those things are not affecting the bees, to keep the bees happy.
Yes.
That is the essence of bee maintenance?
Yeah, man.
Okay.
Yeah. So you say happy bees, you know the production going to be good.
All right.
Yeah.
So we walk in the apiary. The next thing you do is what?
All right. We're going to look inside the hive, because at times you can look inside the hives and
all right,
see.
so this is a hive. This is one hive.
Yeah.
All right, this is one hive, guys, and I noticed there's smoke in the bottom.
Yeah, smoke in the entrance.
That's the entrance.
Yeah.
It's only, how many entrances do you have in a bee box?
One
entrance.
Supposed to be one. Yeah.
All right, guys, we're learning the basics. Beekeeping 101.
Yeah.
Beekeeping 101. So one entrance, and I noticed the entrance here is just a little. It's like a little, just like he didn't bring just a little space, a little extra space at the bottom.
Yes.
Right? Which is right here.
Yeah, because
the bees coming out there?
Yeah, they're small, so they don't need a lot of space.
All right. Now this is the ideal space.
Yeah,
in terms of
this is
entrance?
a landing board. You notice the board has an extended part, so the bees can land and then they walk inside.
Land and walk in.
Yeah.
All right. So that is the first. So the first thing is to make it easy for them to get in.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah.
And then you open it, and what you're going to look for when you open it now. We're talking about maintenance again, guys.
When you look inside the hive, you want to make sure you can know if the hive is all right just by the mere fact how you see the bees moving around, and you can see if they have enough food.
All right, so hold it right there. We're gonna break it down easy.
All
so
right.
if they're moving around, how they're moving around, meaning what? They're moving busy?
Yeah, busy moving around all over the frames, walking about. Even though you see them walking about, each bees knows what he's supposed to do. So it's just moving around. You find some coming in with pollen, they're going to go to put it where the pollen should be. Who's coming in with nectar is moving towards to putting it where the nectar should be.
So how are you gonna know if they're moving? So when you check if they're moving around, you want to say that they're not static then. You want to make sure
Yeah.
there's movement or,
Yep.
or not too much movement.
Yeah, man, they're always moving about. This is why some persons use a layman saying you're busy like bees.
Okay.
That means you're never standing, you're always working, moving about.
So you want them to be moving around?
Yes.
All right. And what else are you going to look for?
All right, you can look at see just the same to see. You don't have to see the queen to see that she's performing. You can just look in the hive, look at some of the frames, you will see where she's laying. You will see some small eggs, white eggs in the bottom of the cells.
Stay with us, guys, because we're going to look for that too.
Yeah.
What else are you going to look for in there?
All right, then make sure there is food in there.
What do you mean? Food for the bees?
Yes, because they need food.
And the food mean what? Honey?
Honey and pollen also.
But my understanding is that they use the pollen and the whatever to make honey.
To make honey, yeah, it contributes towards making the honey.
But they eat by their own honey?
Yeah, they do. Because by nature, they make their honey for themselves, not for us.
Oh, to store it up for themselves?
For themselves, because it's like we say, we have honey season for a particular time of the year,
Yeah.
and then they store up.
Yes, yes.
When it's off season now, that's the time they say, all right, after all this work, we have food now to sustain ourselves.
We have a sustain. Or if we need a little party, we have enough.
Yes, yes. If rain fall, we can stay home and eat.
Eat, okay.
Yes.
So when we come and take it, that's invasion.
Yes, yes.
Like what we're seeing about the place now. Anyway.
Yeah.
All right. So what else we're going to look for? Those are two things we're going to look for. So we're going to look for there's movement, and we're going to look to make sure that the queen is producing, and there's no disturbance, no mite, no ants, nothing else in there.
Yeah, in the hive.
So you look for those in there as well.
Yeah, man.
You look to make sure, I suppose, that there's no break, there's no damage to the hive. No, that is me saying that now. I'm just
yeah. Make sure to say, you know, water not going in there, disturbing them.
Okay, all right.
All right.
And then if all of that is good, then we're good.
We're good.
And
yeah.
how often do you maintain?
All right.
How often do you visit a box then? So
all right. No, that is off season. It's not honey time, and we're having the rain. That has an issue where prior to this, it was our honey season. I went in and I took the honey from the bees. Now, this is no me now have to feeding them. The feeding, some persons say, oh, the bees you put sugar in the honey. That isn't so. Because they store their honey for themselves. Now we on the business aspect go in and take it away. So we have to give them something to sustain them. To make them survive. It's a survival thing. So this is where the sugar comes in, where we mix sugar and water. Or you can say if they have as much pollen in there, they will use it as a protein to keep them going. They won't use it to make honey, as some persons say. People put sugar in honey. That for me is it's not so.
Okay, all right.
Because now I did feed them. I was there last week and I feed them. So you will find that in the box now you'll find, I'm not sure if they ate everything. There's a bag in there with sugar. So you will see it as we go in just the same.
And hopefully, I'm still hoping that we get a little piece of honey somewhere along the line.
Yeah, man. We'll go through the hives and see if we can detect it. We'll find it for you guys.
All right, guys. So we're going to go in the box now and let's see what we got. Let's see. All right. They're quiet, man.
They're busy working.
Oh, they're busy?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought they're going to... okay. So everybody busy working?
Yeah, you see the bag with the sugar, yeah.
All right. Now, Tonian is here, guys, and you should see Tonian's face. She's standing as far as possible. Shout out to Tonian. Here she is. Here she, one of my subscribers. She came with me today, but she's nervous. Look at her face. All right. She don't want to bees bite. Anyway, this is the hive now.
Yeah.
And you're giving them some sugar and stuff. But so this is. They say they're a little bit. They don't look too busy to me.
No, they're calm now at the time because they have food, and if you look down in the box, you see most of them they're down into we call the bottom box a brood chamber.
So there are two boxes.
Yeah, this is the brood chamber. This is most of the time where the queen is. During the honey period, she tends to come up. The hive keeps growing at that time.
Oh, I wonder if we can see the queen.
We can go through and look and see if it's here. Yeah.
All right, so remind my viewers again what you're looking for here again. You're making sure they're busy.
Yeah, and they
what
have
else?
food because you can see the sugar is still in there.
Okay.
You have to make sure it's clean sugar because if you won't consume it, you can't give it to the bees.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, so it has to be clean sugar.
Okay.
For them to do. I
Alright.
had put some liquid in there, but they have drunk out the liquid. Now it's just only the sugar
Alright.
itself in
Okay.
there.
What else we are looking for again, we said it?
Alright then, to get a better look and a possibility of seeing the queen, we have to go down.
Yeah. So
to the
here looks
headquarter.
good so far?
Yes. Yeah, man, because they're all normally this is what you always want to see, the hives pulling off the bottom chamber.
Which is down here.
Yeah, we call it the brood chamber.
And there's a lot of activity down under there.
Yes,
Okay, all right,
yes.
good. So what we're gonna do though? Lift off
We
this
have
and
to remove the top bar.
All right.
Smoke. Yeah.
Okay.
So you can see all the activity going on. Yeah. Alright, we can just move this and put it at the side.
Okay. All right. So there's activity down there, guys. Down there.
Alright.
All right. So
If they are storing honey, normally what they say, they have 2 frames at each corner. You have 10 frames in the hive. Storing of honey, they tend to do it at the 2 last ending frames. So we're just going to check it to see if we see any little nectar or honey coming.
okay. All right.
Yeah. This is what the hive tool. You need this to space the frame them in order to pull it out. For me, I use this one. It has a grip on it, so it tends to grip the frame.
Okay. Cool.
Alright, you see this little glassy look in it?
What's
That is honey itself.
Where?
Inside of the hole.
Okay. All right. All right.
But it's not honey fully for us. It's just for them.
All right. So there's some honey there.
Yeah, just for them.
Okay. So they're working.
Yeah, man, and you see, when you smoke them, you see them sticking their heads in the hole. Because most of the time when bees are in the wild and they sense smoke, they know that it's a fire, so they tend to just stick their heads in the hole and suck up some of it.
Oh, suck up some of
the nectar, yeah, because they're wondering if it's a fire.
So what the fire do?
Normally in the woods, man, fire, they burn out.
Yeah, but why they stick their head to get? Oh, to have enough just in case.
Yeah.
In case.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Suck up some to keep them, to sustain them.
If
they have to be away for a while.
Yeah, if they have to leave. So you see, you can see it? Alright.
Alright. So there's a little bit of honey there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright then. Alright. This now.
What are we doing here now?
Alright. You see.
Whoa, this is a lot of bees now. Look at that, guys. So you don't need to smoke those on the bottom here, right?
No.
Look at that, guys. This is crazy cool. Alright.
Alright, you see these with the brown tops? These are bees inside of them.
Oh.
Soon ready to emerge.
So those are baby bees?
Yeah. And you see the ones that walking on the frame, you have the nursery bees. They look after for these from egg stage until they emerge from it.
Okay.
So you have bees.
So what they look after the meaning one?
They feed them when they're in the egg stage, the larva stage. They feed them until they emerge from it. So they have to look. So you have to have your nurse right through. All
right. So let me ask you now. So it's for a layman. I'm seeing. So this is a yellow section here, and this is where the baby bees are under those little caps, right?
Because the queen has laid in these.
Yes.
Yeah.
So after the queen laid, it kind of cover up, right?
Yeah, they form the covering of it.
Because, they cover it. Okay.
Because after each stages, from egg to larva.
Well, I tell you, this thing is complex. All right, and then the yellow ones now. Oh, the yellow ones are
just the empty cones.
Are empty. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
Yeah.
So eventually, or hopefully, the queen will lay in those too.
Yeah, because you can, I'm not sure if the camera can see inside, because at times you can look in the holes to see if, to make it evident to see. I'm going to look for another frame to see if I can see it better. To evident to say, all right, then you don't see the queen, but she's around. Let me look if I can find one of the eggs frame with the larva in it. A lot of larva will be easier for the camera to see.
Okay.
See
one?
those white things in them?
Where is that?
Inside of the holes on the
so
frame.
turn it a little. Okay. Those white things.
Yeah, you see that? Those
Oh,
are
yes, yes.
those are the larvas.
Alright, I see you guys.
Yeah.
Okay, so those are the baby queen. Larvae are the baby ones, right?
The baby eggs, yeah.
Baby eggs.
Coming up to adult stage to be sealed off like this.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
Alright. Alright. You have to have some courage though to deal with this thing.
Yeah. And this is one of the things you make it evident. If you don't see the queen, because at times, remember, you know, they don't like disturbance. Because the more you disturb them, they get more aggressive. So when by going through, I want to know if a queen is in my box, and I see these. At times, you can see day-old eggs. You say, we're going to need to dig up into the box to look for the queen herself. Because if there's a day-old egg in it, she's there. That means she has laid those eggs.
Alright, so right now the queen is here.
Yeah, man, she's here.
Okay, so you want to know as part of the maintenance that the queen is here too?
Yeah, at all times,
Okay.
because without her, your hives would collapse.
Alright, so we're still hoping to find the queen here, but we may not, guys. We may not, but meanwhile, everybody else is busy working.
Yeah.
This bee's business is an entire world by itself, I tell you.
Man.
So complex.
And there's unity there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's unity there. Okay. Oh, let me.
You see some glitter. You see some yellow stuff inside them? Those are the pollen.
I don't see the yellow. Let me see. Do you see any yellow, guys? Let me see what you see there. Oh, yes.
Yes.
I think I see one somewhere here. Let me see if I think here's one here.
Yeah, inside.
You can see, yeah. There's a yellow there somewhere, yeah.
Let me look over the other side. 'Cause you see if there's more.
And the yellow you say is pollen.
Yeah.
Meaning they pick it off the tree or the fruit.
Yeah, you're supposed. You see these now?
Yellow. Oh, yes. I see
Yeah.
yellow here. Yellow here.
Yeah.
Let me-
Look in
let me
all
show.
the holes. Them. If
Yes.
you see them.
The one of them. The another one here. All right. And oh, see yellow here. A lot of yellow here.
Yeah, that's the pollen that they use.
All right. All right.
Still no trace of the queen yet.
Still no trace of the queen yet.
Yeah,
We're still
and
hoping to
it's-
see the queen, the
Not
famous
so,
queen.
yeah, it's not so easy to find her in a hive when everybody's moving about. Because she doesn't stay still either. She just walks about.
So she's a worker.
Yeah.
Well, she's
yeah,
a queen, but she not stay steady like every other
No,
queen.
because she walk around and find cells to lay in. If
Just lay
everything in good condition, she just moves about and lay inside the hive.
And meanwhile they're looking to find a queen bee. The question: there's only one queen bee in a hive,
Yes,
And if
only
you-
one.
and if there's two, we're gonna have a war, right?
Yeah. If you look and you can see some lot of little white jelly stuff in them on this side, right up in here. You can see
I don't.
those are
I don't see much. I see honey here. I'm seeing. Is that honey I'm looking through here?
yeah, but they have some little day-old egg. Those are very difficult to see. You
Okay.
can, right off here, I see the lay in there. Yeah, those are one that she laid from here. So you can know the day-old, 2-day-old.
How do you
egg.
know the day old?
All right, the day-old eggs are some little small eggs standing in the middle of the hole. But these look like they're from yesterday because they have, after a day or two, they tend to lay down and there is gel around them.
Okay.
Like, yeah.
Okay. But these bees look very calm though.
Yeah, man.
How do you get them so calm? Are all bees this calm?
No. Probably it's a good day for them today because sometimes they really get aggressive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, good for you, Tony. Eh?
Yeah. I wonder if Tonian wants to hold one of the frames.
I think she does actually. She can't wait. She can't wait to hold one. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure, guys. Watch Tony. Eh? Look at this now. Look at this now.
And you just hold here. Don't mind them crawling on your hand. That's not.
Yeah, and if you get a bite or two, it's part of your adventure, you know what I mean? All right, guys, so this is Tony, and we're going to have to take a picture with her. All right, Tony, we got you. Good job, Tony. All right.
So we're just fitting in all these frames that we remove.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
So again, curing the bees. Is there anything else that you normally do or check for to make sure?
If the hive is not performing, meaning it's weak, because at times the hives do get weak, they're hungry or they're having a lot of disturbance and they will tend to get weak, a bit weak. We will just eventually feed them, but just not to have an invasion of ants.
Ants.
Yeah.
Okay, so we didn't find any. So we didn't find any ants in.
No, man, there's
And we
no
didn't find
ants disturbing them.
any insect or anything like that.
No, no
Well,
disturbance.
wouldn't it be brave for ants or insects to come and disturb honeydew?
Yeah, man, they would.
I don't think you heard me.
What did you say?
Wouldn't it be brave if I was an ant to come inside a colony of bees and disturb them? Isn't that suicide?
You see, with the ants, it's just the same as we make up our mind to go in for the honey.
Yeah.
That's what the ants does, because they want the honey, the pollen for protein. So they make up, the ants work in teams.
Okay.
Yeah, so they make up their mind. Yeah.
And do the invasion.
And do the invasion.
Is there a reason, or how is there a way to prevent ants then, to prevent some of those things from invading, from your perspective as a beekeeper?
Yeah, man, you have different ways, or you can help out the bees, because remember, they are yours at times.
Yeah.
Even we ourselves as humans need little help at times. So here if you find that there are ants disturbing the hive, you can do little traps. You can set some traps around the hive. When I say traps, you can have some rinse powder that you could put around the stand. I use block. Some persons use metal for their stand. You can put it around the foot. Put the foot of the stand in oil. Some person says black oil or ants powder. You can splink it around the foot. And to make certain that they don't invade it too much, we narrow down the entrance. Some persons use strips, paper. I just work with the sponge and smoke the entrance. Oh, let me just smoke it. Yeah. And smoke down the entrance and small down it so the bees themselves can maintain the hive.
I think you're gonna hurt one of them.
Yeah.
Alright. Oh, so you just so
narrow it down and give them just an inch out of space. With that now, the ants won't be able to invade them that much, because they're just good enough space for them in order to maintain themselves.
They just use a piece of sponge. So guys, we're talking about bee maintenance, caring for the bees. So here we're preventing the ants. How do you prevent? Well, you don't have problem with any other animal. Will be just pests, right? No mongoose, nothing can come across these bees, right? No rats, nothing like
rats,
that.
No.
Yeah. The only thing is the ants and the red ants and the black ants, you said.
And at times, if it's really weak too, you'll find a lot of cockroach will invade it. But
cockroach?
It
has to be a brave cockroach, man.
They will go inside the box and hide off.
Okay. All right. So that's a typical day of maintenance. So you feed them, you check to make sure inside
the queen is laying, you make sure the workers are up to standard and everything.
And you make keep going.
When you do all of that and you make sure that you yourself don't disturb them too much by every minute you're going inside the hive. No, it will be a disturbance.
So typically how often
normally I fed them, we normally do the feeding on 2 weeks.
Every 2 weeks?
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
So you just leave them.
When you say feed, it's not just a feed, but to check on them as well.
Check and make sure that they're up to standard.
Okay.
Their queen is functioning and all, no disturbance and all.
All right, and also you check to, in terms of the entries, to make sure you prevent the pests.
Yeah.
And the main pest is ants and mice.
Yeah.
All right. So the feeding, no water getting in and that kind of thing.
Yeah.
So we did, okay guys, so this one looks good. Give Marsha a thumbs up. Marsha. And look for part 2, because Marsha is going to tell us about her journey in beekeeping. All right, so check that, wait for that as well, look out for that as well. Okay. All right, what else we need to do? What else is checking, Marsha? This one here. Do you do any sort of recording, Marsha?
Recording? No, I don't have any recording.
Meaning to, how do you track?
All right. Yeah. With recording, now you need your book to make sure that if you go inside a particular hive and you see it not functioning, meaning it's weak, and you did your checkers to say you feed them, and then you narrow down the entrance, you will mark today's date in your book on your calendar, say, all right, box number 4.
Hold on a second, check for me. Is there a bees inside or outside?
Outside.
It's outside. Because it sounds like he's writing me ears.
Yeah, because he's crawling around the rim. He just flew
I think he's trying to get me, man. All right.
Yeah, you have to make sure your records are up to standard.
Okay.
That meaning, yeah, you check today, you see if a particular box not doing well, or if it loses its queen, you have to make note of that, and you will take eggs from another box that has a queen and put in that.
You mean like one of the
Mother box, one of the box that is functioning that has queen and she's laying, you will just remove a frame with day-old eggs and put inside that box that doesn't have any. So you need your recording, because you know you have to check back that particular hive to make certain that, all right, the queen, they're looking after it, because when a hive loses a queen, you need to make sure that hive gets back a queen, else it's going to die out, because bees tend to go like 6 weeks, 5 to 6 weeks lifespan, and if you don't replace that queen within that period of time, that hives will die out.
So hold on a second, I'm learning. A bee lives, you said, 5 to 6 weeks?
Yes.
The entire lifespan of a bee?
Yeah, because remember all the flying about, the carrying a load and all of that.
So what happens? No, really?
Yeah, this is why the queen has to produce.
So let me ask you, this is interesting. Guys, did you know this? No, listen, so 5 to 6 weeks is just a month and a half.
Yeah.
Or a month and a week or thereabout. I mean, at most, month and a half.
Yeah.
But the colony or the beehive is here for months.
Yeah, with the queen now, a queen can live up to 5 years, but after that you don't want a queen so old in the hive.
So, no, hold on now. So the queen will be there, but several people will come and die and leave the queen.
Yeah.
So if they live just a month and a half and they work and dead.
Yeah, this is why a queen have to be looked after properly, that she can, because a queen lays up to 2,000 eggs a day.
Oh, that means, and one egg is one bee.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So these worker bees that you call them, well, typically they know, well, I'm guessing, that they know that they're not going to leave more than a week and a month and a half.
Not sure if
you don't know if they know.
No.
But they're working like crazy to make sure the colony continues.
It continues, yeah.
And they support the queen. Interesting.
It's in their nature.
There's some lessons for us as human beings, that's true.
Yeah, man, yeah.
Yeah, they know they're going to die, but they're still working to make sure there's continuity.
Yeah.
And the queen, and the queen is doing her job, laying 2,000 eggs per day.
Yeah.
Man, all right, so that's that. Is there anything else you want to tell us about bee maintenance? I noticed you say you put them on blocks to keep them at the blocks to keep.
Yeah, I use 2 block heights just to make sure they're not down to the ground level, because a lot of, it make it too easy for the ants to invade them, and if water, because at times you can't predict how heavy the rain might fall. So you excel them 2 block sides, make sure their entrance is cleared just to make certain.
Okay. Is there a king bee?
You don't have one king bee. You have the drones.
Which are the men?
Yeah, the man bees.
So they are the one who fertilize the female, the queen bee?
Only the queen bee is mated,
So how is that possible? You have so many, I'm supposed there are thousands of drones in there and one queen bee.
Yeah, man, because you take probably up to 15, 16 drones to mate with one queen. And
you take them?
After she made, she doesn't do it again. She has all that stored up in herself to just produce her
for a while.
Lifespan, the years, 5 years,
Oh.
It's not at one time they mate with her, but you have
over time.
15 to 16, and then that's it.
And then those drones die?
Yeah. Yeah, so for me, I always say they're only there to mate with the queen, and then that's
are they called king bees or just drones?
Drones.
Oh, they're not. You don't call them king bees.
No, because
they're just made. They're just.
Yeah, it's not one.
Donors. I don't want to cause any trouble, you know. All right. Okay, good. Is there anything else we need to? Anything else we think we need to know about bee maintenance or caring for the bees?
All right. After you.
What about water? You give them water?
No, normally they tend to forage. For some persons, they put water inside the hive, but sometimes you put the water right at their foot and they still go out to forage for water.
Okay.
So it's not a guarantee that they will accept the water at times. For me, I allow them to forage because there's a river there and there are lots of branches and stuff. They can get the water and there's a dam right up there.
All right, good. And we're in a very lush area here with a lot of greenery, guys. Lots of greenery. And there's a river around this place. Lovely place. Lovely place. Look at that. Look at that. Anything else, Marsha? Oh, by the way, so guys, Marsha is in the business of beekeeping
Yes.
and has been doing beekeeping for over 10 years, as much as she looks so young. But she's an expert beekeeper
Yeah.
here.
It's the venom from the bees that keeps
Keep me healthy.
young. Yes.
You hear that, Tonya? All right. So, but you have been doing very well with bees. The bees, I mean, honey business.
Yeah,
And
man.
I want to salute you too, as a
Thank you.
beekeeper, but also a woman in beekeeping.
Thank you.
A brave, adventure. I'm going to say
Yeah.
adventure, not initiative, but adventure, to do bees. You know, how if persons are interested in learning more about what you do, probably want to have you to do some sort of, I don't know, lecturing, teaching, or if they want to buy, simply want to buy some of your good honey,
Yeah, man.
how they can reach you.
All right, then. I have a email. You can call me at my cell number. It's 1876 402 0985. You can call me anytime. I'll be available. If you want information and you have a hive and you want some advice how to look after it, I'll be up with that just the
I
same.
think we're in luck here, so we didn't come to get honey per se, but we came to do bee maintenance. But Mr. Michael actually working with Marsha here just found, we think we find some honey.
Yeah.
So this is honey.
Yeah. See, they seal it off. This mean the honey is ready for extraction.
Honey behind there.
Yeah.
All right, hold on there. All right, so when you cut it, look at the honey run down. Look at the honey running down. The honey running down. All right. So, tell me about this now.
All right, this is a frame that has honey that is ready for extraction. Normally we would just cut the seal because whenever the honey is ready, the bees tend to seal it. So it's sealed, so it can't come out.
Apart from we,
Yeah, so we have to cut this.
So we can eat that now.
Yeah, man, this can be eaten now.
All right,
yeah.
so Tony, guys, Tony's gonna eat honey. Watch this now. You gonna give her a piece of it?
Yeah.
Yes,
we're
man.
gonna use
Let's have a
knife
party.
to-
Listen.
All right. So, all right. So you cut. Okay.
Yeah, we can just cut it off. Yeah.
Oh, you don't cut a little
How am I
piece.
going to eat
just.
it? I don't want to open mine.
All right. You probably have to wait till you go out.
All right. Oh, you don't want to open it? Where's the front? No, man, you can taste it. Where are you going with it? Hold on. Where is it?
It depends on the metal. Cut it so
Let me just hurry and take a little piece and close it back.
You can put it over your head, eh?
Yeah.
They're not gonna bite you like that, I think.
Alright.
That's a little piece.
This is the honey with the honey cone.
All right.
Okay.
That piece.
Oh, that's a lot of honey.
Yeah.
That piece look dark. Oh.
Let me just take.
I don't think she's nervous enough. She's not going.
See?
All right.
Right.
Look at the juice.
Yeah.
That's the honey, guys.
Yeah, get off the bees.
I don't know if I can. Oh, that's what you have to go through? No.
I think so.
You get it?
Yes, nice.
You're not taking any chances, though. All right. So you're gonna eat these too,
Yeah, man.
Marsha?
Yeah.
It's nice.
You see, the bees know their honey because they're on it.
Yeah. All right. So that's the honey, guys. We found a piece of honey, and that's bee maintenance, courtesy of Marsha. All right. I noticed something here, guys, and this is a bees box here, or a hive, and this appears to be something burnt here. What is this, Marsha?
All right. This is, I went through some hives and I left some of this bee wax on it, and this is how the sun eventually melts everything right out.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
wow.
this is how dangerous the wax itself, because you know you use it to make candles and stuff. So it melts all the way out with the sun penetrating it. See?
Yeah. Oh, wow.
Yeah, that's why we, in a bee's hive, you have to make certain that the surrounding is not much dry grass, because once any fire spark, that's it, because there's nothing that can put it out when these wax start burning.
So that's another message or learning as well, is where you position, where you put your bees or your hive should be away from all all risk of fire.
Fire, yeah.
Because you might lose everything.
Everything, yeah.
All right, guys, I want to hear from you. What questions do you have for Marsha? Drop it right now in the comments. She's waiting. She promised to get back and answer your questions. So put your questions in the comments right now. Right, Marsha?
Yes, yes.
So, and this is the wax you're mentioning as part of the maintenance. What do you typically use this? This is the one that you got the honey from already, or?
Yeah, the honey was extracted from this, but it was on a frame and it tore off, so I just rested in the April. But we tend to use back this wax to boil it. Boil it in water as a process to use it to give back to the bees.
As what? As food?
No, this is what they store. Normally it would be an empty flat piece of paper and the bees draw them out with these cells in it.
Oh!
Yeah.
Oh, so you boil it?
Yeah.
Boil it as we know boiling.
Yeah.
And then what?
Then we mill it. There's a process. There's a machine that you put it when it's
boiled
and thin. We put it in the machine that it stretches it out to a flat piece of sheet. It has a measurement to put on the frame itself, and then the bees.
Oh, and then it would dry and then form. Okay.
The bees would draw these cells out of it to store the honey for the queen
I see what
to
you mean.
lay.
I see what you mean. So that's also part of the maintenance. And this is where you want to help them to create a frame.
Yeah,
So they don't have to start from scratch, right?
Yeah, from scratch most of the time, that's the foundation. That is how it looks like. This is the foundation itself, and then they draw it out. This is what it looks like before, and then see they draw the holes in them.
So you would have made this?
I'd make here, yeah.
Okay. But when you make it, it's not as thick as the finished product.
No, the bees does the work.
Oh, to build it up. All right, guys, I'm getting a lot of learning here because I didn't know this either, and I'm sure you didn't. Well, most of you didn't. If it's let's say it's a wild bee, and in the hills, right? Yeah. And they will have their comb and everything ready already. Yeah. But because this is an exercise, a commercial exercise now. You actually have to help them with this. Yeah. But typically they wouldn't need this on a normal circumstance.
Out in the wild they would just build it up in no particular order. But remember, after we put it on the frame, out in the wild they're just there for themselves.
Okay.
So they will eat the honey out of the comb will still remain there. But for us now, because we're using it as a business, we have to make sure everything is organized.
So that's why you put it on this?
On the frame, so we can pull a frame
to
get the honey, and then we can give back to the bees. So only thing they do, they just store more honey.
I got you. So guys, that's Marsha. What's your last name again? Williams. Marsha Williams, and your brand is
Marsha is 100% pure honey.
Marsha is 100% pure honey, and you can find it in a lot of the supermarkets here in Jamaica. Yeah. But again, whether you're local or overseas, you can reach out to her. There is actually a link in the description as well. I think I'm gonna help her to get some of her products out. So check the link in the description for how you can get some of her good honey as well. Marsha's pure honey. No, 100% pure
honey.
Jamaican honey. Marsha, what makes Jamaica special?
Jamaica, for me, the natural mystic of Jamaica. It's an island. Things do happen here, but believe you me, I've been to different countries, and within 2 weeks time I say to myself, I'm ready for my yard. Yes, I want to come home because there's no place like home. Yeah. We might not have the cash as much, but believe you me, home is home, and it's in Jamaica.
And there's a natural mystic going through the air.
Yeah, man.
How to care for bees with Marsha, guys. I'd love to hear from you. What jumped out at you? Were you nervous at any point in the video? I'd love to hear from you. Drop a comment down below. And remember, I do a lot of videos capturing stuff like these. People like her, I call it the real Jamaica. If you have not yet subscribed to my channel, go ahead and subscribe now. That way you stay updated. But I also have several other videos like these, more like these. So hop across and check out one of my other videos right now. See you in the next one.